guys, it's Catherine, and this Fangirl Freakouts video was something I thought up while I was doing my Winona Earp video last week. So I had said that I was considering doing a top 10 queer couples video, and while I tried to narrow it down to 10, that didn't work. So I'm doing a top 13 queer couples video. 13 is my favorite number, so I'm cool with it being 13. I hope you are too. I will point out that for this list, it's based only on things that I've watched, read, or seen, whatever, or listened to. So there are some queer couples that are not on this list that I know exist in pop culture. I'm just not as familiar with them because I just don't watch their shows. I bring this up specifically because Clexa is not on this list, and that's because I don't watch the 100. I'm sorry, I just never got into it. I was considering watching it, and then that thing happened that destroyed the world. And now I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch it because my heart will break. So, I don't know. But though they are not on the list because I just haven't watched the 100. I know there are more, but I specifically wanted to discuss Clexa just because I felt like people would be upset if I didn't at least point out why they are not on the list. So for the rest of this list, I have 13. It's primarily female couples. It wasn't on purpose. It's just a lot of my couples from stuff that I watch are just female couples. I do have 3 male couples that I will talk about, but we're going to start with web series couples. So the total list is 13. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, 5 from web series. So, to start off, this list is in no particular order, by the way. Laura and Carmilla from the show Carmilla. They are just so cute together and amazing, and their relationship is so great. They do have some issues that pop up throughout the first 2 seasons of the show. They're about to work on season 3, so I'm curious to see what happens with them before the show, before the series finales. But they have just such good chemistry together, and they're so great because Carmilla really cares about Laura, and Laura cares for Carmilla. It's just Carmilla has had a lot of issues where she's been in pseudo relationships, but she hasn't really been able to connect with anyone because of what she's been doing for her mother. So this is the first time that she's actively been able to just focus on loving someone for herself. And Natasha and Elise are just adorable together in real life, and I just love watching them together. My next 2 are from the series All for One. Portiana is one of my fave ships. They're so cute. Portia is cute and bubbly and bright, and then Ariana is more dark and broody and hackery, and they go so well together, and I just, oh, my heart. I don't want to give spoilers in this video because I want you to watch these things, but my heart, just my heart, that's all I'm gonna say. Then the other ship from All for One is Dorney! Dorothy and Connie have this on again, off again thing happening throughout the web series, and just adorable. Adorable. All the time. Okay. The next web series ship that I have is Rachel and Dee from the show Couple-ish. So what's interesting about this relationship is that Rachel is a lesbian. Dee is actually non-binary. And in the basis of the show, they're not technically a couple. Some stuff happens. They get more couple-y. You'll see. The show's really great. You should check it out. I feel like I've talked about it on here before. But it's a great show. But they're on my list because there's a thing at the end. There you go. That's all I'm going to say. Caitlin Alexander, who created the show, has a really great dynamic with Sharon, who plays Rachel. They were also in Carmilla together. Just FYI. My next and last web series ship for this list, so number 5 on the list, is Joan and Meg from March Family Letters. So, March Family Letters is a retelling of Little Women, and in this, Meg discovers that she has feelings for Joan, who is a character played by someone from All for One. Yes. See, everything ties together so lovely. But they have feelings for each other. They actually start dating. Their relationship is really great to watch, and Meg's character goes through this like transition period where she's like dealing with things, so it's great to watch her sort of experiencing a change as she tries to figure out what's like why she's feeling these brand new feelings. So watching her is great. March for Blue Letters is great, by the way. But there you go, my 5th web series ship. So now for the rest of my ships, because I jumped around a little bit. I'm debating which one I want to do next. I had like a real list written out, but I jumped to the end of it. So my next ship is from a comic book. It's the only comic book ship I have on this list. From the comics Hack Slash, Cassie Hack, and Georgia Peaches. So Cassie Hack is the title character. She kills slashers. She is actually discovering her sexuality throughout the comics. She's kind of going through a lot of changes. There's a lot going on in her life. She meets Georgia and the two of them hit it off, but she's not really sure if she understands what she's feeling. Throughout the comics, they're not always together. It's sort of, they're sometimes together. Cassie has to leave a lot, so they like break up-ish. Then they get back together. So it's not a solid all the time relationship, and there was actually a comic after Hack Slash starring Cassie called Son of Samhain, and in it we learned that they're not really together anymore, but they were together for a while, and it's an interesting relationship to watch. I think it's just good to see because they're both sort of like growing together a little bit, but it's a relationship not everyone talks about because not a ton of, I feel like it has a huge like cult following, but a lot of people I talk to have never heard of Hack Slash, and it's such a good comic. It's a great horror comic. So my next ship, I'm going to do the guy ships, I think. Yeah, we'll do my 3 guy ships that I know exist on this list. Sorry, I feel like I'm jumping around a lot. My first ship, 4 guys, is Cecil and Carlos from Welcome to Night Vale. And even though you never get to see them because it's a podcast, they're just so cute together. They're so in love. And all the episodes before they get together where Cecil is just like, he's perfect everything. He's just like gushing about Carlos on the radio, which is so great. And then they're together and then they talk all the time and it's so cute. Oh, I love them. My next ship for the dudes is Captain Jack and Yanto from Torchwood. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed with them. I'm still obsessed with them. When I was watching Torchwood, I was like, so happy. They're just so funny. Like, Captain Jack just does goofy things all the time with Yanto. There's hide and seek, that happens. Yeah. Their relationship gets really sad at a certain point, which broke my heart. I was a mess, like a solid mess for a whole day. But, I mean, it was longer than that, but I'm gonna say it was a day because it makes me sound like I didn't lose my mind. But they're so great together. I just love the two of them. My third male ship is Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter from Hannibal. And okay, I don't know if their relationship is technically canon. I mean, the show finale and the thing that happened in the finale, I'm just like, they're a couple, they're a thing. So, I don't know. You can tell me what you think about the canonicalness of their relationship, but in my mind, they're a couple. It's a thing. They're together. It's a thing. So, I love Hannibal. It's one of my favorite shows, and their dynamic together, even though it's super toxic. Like, Hannibal screws around with Will all the time, and even Will messes with Hannibal. Like, they're not exactly the healthiest relationship ever, like, at all. But they're still, like, this great little relationship that makes me smile. So, they are on my list because they just are. Because they make me happy. Then we're going to keep going. Sorry, I really am jumping around. I had a solid list for this. I was gonna be good at lists, and I jumped. Haha! I'm gonna blame the fact that I'm sick. My brain just isn't all here. There you go. My next ship is from one of my favorite shows from high school. I used to watch Buffy all the time, and Tara and Willow will forever just be that ship. And guys, seriously, the thing that happens to Tara, not okay. It's not okay. But one of my favorite things between the two of them is the musical number from Once More with Feeling where Tara sings about Willow, and oh, it's so great. I love that musical number so much. But they're so sweet, and like Tara like discovers her voice while she's with Willow, and Willow like learns more about magic and like grows as a magic practitioner and really like becomes more of herself. But it's just, they're so cute together. They just are. Okay, so next ship is, I'm getting really close to the end of this list. Oh, the ship that I promised would be here because I talked about Wynonna Earp. Nicole Hott and Waverly Earp from Wynonna Earp, because duh, Way Hot is fabulous. And seriously guys, bulletproof vest made my day. I just, so good. Go watch Wynonna Earp. Go, do it right now. Go, and then tell Sci-Fi to review Wynonna Earp. There you go. But they're great together, and the fact that Waverly is dealing with new feelings and new emotions and growing, and I love growth. I love watching growth in things. It's so great. Anyway, I think, I have a Wynonna Earp related ship. From Lost Girl. So this is number 12. I know this is number 12. I'm like counting my list to make sure. Bo and Lauren from Lost Girl, and Lost Girl is connected to Wynonna Earp because writing stuff. Yes. I mean, they're not in the same universe, but you know what I mean. I love Lost Girl. Kenzie is one of my favorite characters. She's not on this list because she's not in a queer couple. But Bo is a great heroine. She refuses to side with either group and wants to just be herself and do what she thinks is best. And her and Lauren together are so great. They're so good together. They're so great. That's all, I'm just gonna say so great. I feel like I'm not really describing anyone, I'm just like gushing all the feels. And then, now that I'm counting my list, yes, I got everybody except this last one. Okay, sorry guys, I feel super unprofessional. Not that I'm super professional in these videos to begin with. My final ship of my top 13 is Cosima and Delphine. And I even wore my I Heart Cosima for this shirt. For this video. See? I'm sick and my words don't make sense. Cosima and Delphine. Guys, have you seen the newest episodes? Have you watched the latest season? Have you seen The Thing? Have you seen The Thing with The Thing and the music and The Thing? Yeah, I don't want to spoil stuff. I'm not gonna do it. But The Thing, guys. The Thing. Now everyone's like, Catherine, what? But, The Thing. There's a yurt, and there are people, and there's stuff, and there's music, and hypothermia. There we go. Everyone's gonna be like, what is she talking about? But they're so good together, and even when the thing happens with Shay, and there's just bad stuff, there's still that connection between them, and, Kophine gives me life. Okay, that is my top 13 for you lovely people. Please share your queer couples or your favorite queer ships or whatever you want to share with me in the comments below or on Twitter. I'm at CluffNotes. I just want to know what you like, what you've checked out, shows you think I should be watching. You can also find me on my blog, cliffnotes.wordpress.com. I write for the Nerdy Girl Express, nerdygirlexpress.com. I run their Snapchat, the Nerdy Girl EXP, and I post recipes on the iZombie Support Group site, iZombieSupportGroup.com. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of me, please subscribe to my channel. Bye guys!